I'm going to read my first poem from Mobius. It's a poem that is dedicated to my grandparents, who I never met, but I did find out that, like many people who were long married, they left this earth a year apart. And in this poem, I speculate on that. Invented notes for bees in a Gascon house. Honey in jars on the color of shadows, sprawled across the Garonne in late afternoon. A dish of almonds and lemon tea on the counter when Grand-Père, I'll lie down for an hour, wasn't heard. Madame, a cry from a neighbor popped in to share her quiche Lorraine. Shakily, Grand-Mère arranged his wayward hair, combed the silver mustache, buttoned him into a yellow shirt tailored in Deauville. Cousins to bees in the calendulas probed flowers on his stone. The next year, her name chipped under his. You know, I'm going to sit down. I'm not really comfortable standing here, so I'm just going to make myself comfortable and sit. And my next two poems are going to be Como poems. One is a poem actually for Perry Como. Perry Como, who I heard a couple of years ago had died, and I remembered that I had actually met Perry Como. This poem tells you how I met him. And it's also written in a pantun, which is a form from Malaysia or Southeast Asia, which was adopted by the French at the turn of the century. It's a very obsessive and elegant form. But anyway, Como Pantoum, everything in this poem is true. The day I met Perry Como, General MacArthur had a parade. I'd been given the afternoon off from the office where I worked. General MacArthur had a parade. I could barely see through the crowd in front of the office where I worked. Want a lift? I heard a voice behind me. I could barely see through the crowd. Hands at my hips, raised and held me. Want a lift? I heard a voice behind me. Saw in a glance St. Patty's and Saks Fifth. The hands that raised and held me belonged to a hunk in a Brooks Brothers suit. I saw Saks Fifth and St. Patty's in a glance. Would you like to meet Perry Como? He asked. This heartthrob in the Brooks Brothers suit said he was in entertainment, a rep. Are you kidding? Would I like to meet Perry Como? He said he knew Perry as a personal friend. He told me he was in entertainment, a rep. Today, I can't remember his name. Are you kidding? Would I like to meet Perry Como? At his studio, Como sang, It's Impossible. Today, I can't remember this guy's name. I think he called me once and we met for drinks. At the TV studio, Como sang, It's Impossible, and General MacArthur had a parade. I think that rep called once and we met for drinks. But like an old soldier, he just faded away. I'll always remember the MacArthur parade, the day Como sang, It's Impossible.